save it. Save preset. In folder, in the clap folder. That's picked automatically. So each model has also its own presets. And this one is almost like a 808, 909. So, okay, this folder. And then, of course, I have to give it a name. Fat Clap 01. 809 clap. Yeah. So is that interesting, isn't it? It sounds a bit like a... And this is synthesis. Okay, let me see. Sound is good, video is good, so we are rolling. My voice you can hear. Let me see, I need to put on the microphone and my headphone. So the cool thing with Punch 2 is the synthesis. So this is Model 3. And you have a humanization on the speed of the clap. So here's the repeats. And I use 4 of them. Spread is spreading them out, left, right. Ain't that cool? It's very stereo. Filter, so bandpass filter is originally also used in the 808. A bit of EQ. Random to frequency, so it keeps them live. Cool, isn't it? So this is the amp envelope, has a little bit of a hole to make a... You don't need to use a... Basement claps. This is our claps behind the curtain. And of course we have different filter types. You can make it even with a bandpass too. Oh, microphone is a bit okay. I can put microphone a bit louder. So put a little bit more gain. Is this better, guys? A bit more. Yeah, I'm loud with the drums, sorry. So I had this preset, so here you can see all kind of claps. And I just had this other one, which is the let's see where it is. I just saved it, but I'm not sure which the name. Okay, no, I can't find it back again. I need to find it back. Where is it again? Did I save it in the wrong folder? Well, it could be, you never know. Yeah, all kind of stuff. So, okay. But what I wanted to show you, I dropped now in the claps. So all synthesis, and that's why you sometimes this is a little bit empty. It depends on the synthesis you used. So if I mute now the clap, and that's one thing I wanted to show you with the kick drum. So if you have here the kick drum, you go to the main. That's this one. And you might think, oh, let me EQ it because this little click is a little bit too high in sound, too much of a high click. And then what you also can do is, because the bass drum is essentially a tone that goes down very fast, is to change the start point. Here you have the envelope, so then you have a far more lower dump kick drum. So you can control by the tuning different colors. And the amp section in the kick has also a hold, which makes that you have a bit of a compressed type of kind of sound. And of course, what is cool, in each of the pad sounds you have, on the right hand side you can control the velocity, but also distortion modules. So you can give it a little edge. Now it's more a little plug. Yeah, so there's many synthesis options in Punch 2. Punch 2 is a very deep drum synthesizer. Here you see I have the color settings. There are in the Punch 2 playlist many videos also about how to use the colors, how slices work, and the basic concept. It's a very, very deep synthesizer, drum synthesizer, samples you can load in. There are a huge range of samples on board, and it really has a lot of power inside of it. So we might up this in the future. We had a request for somebody who wanted to have also 125 size version, and that's a good point. Now it is 100%, 150%, and 200%, and 125 in some cases can be also a nice size. So that's something we need to check. Give me 1 second. I need to catch a pen. It's gone. Okay, no matter. I hope everybody is well, and we are back again today. We have 3 music pieces, so that's cool. I see Tom is back. Tom did send us a new demo song, Tom Aldrich. We have Steven Bourdeaud'huy. I hope that I pronounced that well, Steven. Steven made a very nice synthesizer music track. Steven Bourdeaud'huy. Bourdeaud'huy? Is that how you pronounce it? Mr. And I'm not sure if he's in the chat room. I have another demo song with vocals, which is very nice on SoundCloud. One of our customers, which I did meet last time when I was playing live in the Netherlands. Yeah, I'm still having a little bit of a cold, but could be my my setting here on the microphone. So I'm in good shape. I had a few weeks ago, I had a very nasty infection in my tooth, which was very painful. Oh. So the drum sound, so what I wanted to show you is, yeah, that in the synthesis, you have a lot of tuning. So instead of going from one sample to another, you always can, yeah, synthesize your kick drum. And up here I have the tune, so now it's tuned to an A1. So if I make it longer. And also, what is also maybe nice to mention, if you have the keyboard and you see the keyboard, let's see if that other webcam still refuses to work. Stupid machine. Yeah, but in the upper keyboard range, so if you have a 5 octave, in the upper keyboard range, you can play the first pad, which is this one, this bass drum, tuned. And then it starts with playing the grooves. Okay, so let's see the chat room. What we're currently working on is, maybe I can show you it already, is synfax for complete control and machine. And by the way, there was a bug on the Mac computer with complete control that made all our plugins disappear, and they uploaded now a update to fix this. So if you are using complete control and maybe suddenly the Rob Papen products disappeared into hyperspace and were gone, log into Native Access and install version 3.4.1 of Complete Control, and all the magic plugins from Rob Papen will appear. Pascal Predator has a MIDI out for step sequencer. Yeah, that's correctly, but keep in mind it's pretty much risky in some music hosts. So indeed, if you go to a Predator 3, let's open Predator 3, you have this control menu, which is in the upper right corner. Oops. Okay. If you click here, you can set the screen size, computer keyboard on, drag and drop you can put on. For the mod matrix, preset change is off. MIDI bank change, I also set that off. MIDI external capture mode, that is if you have MIDI latching, that the parameter where you have the dial connected to, that it only starts changing the moment you hit the value. Side input off, we set that default off, and on a audio units is by default off because it doesn't work with audio unit in Logic, GarageBand, or any other music host that has a. So the side chain input not always works in each music host. Then there is Fruity Loops fix on. Not sure what that was. Maybe something John added. And let me see. Where is the other one? I'm looking for the MIDI out, or is it default on? I'm not sure. Is it the MIDI channel? Graphics? It's about animation? No. Hmm. Good one. Is it then maybe on the back panel? I'm looking here. Computer up. I thought it should, let me see, it should put it out. So let me see if it's really the case. If I can have on another instrument. Yeah. If you go to, okay, let me show you. So it's default on. So it should be, it's default on in the VST. If you have down here your track parameters, and then in your MIDI input, you can select all MIDI inputs. Here you see my MIDI ports. You will see that's the RME audio card, control, keyboard, and you see plugins, chord pads. That's something you and Predator 3 MIDI output. So it outputs the MIDI sequencer. The only disadvantage is that each note is then very long, so you need to shorten the notes then a little bit. So it has MIDI out, but keep in mind that things like so it sends out the velocity for the steps to tuning, but for instance, the free row, that one is not sent out because free row is dedicated to the Predator engine. So, okay, so that was a question, I think, in the chat room. Yeah, it's ratcheting. It should output. So let me see if we can give it a try. You see, I need to put on ratcheting. record this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah. So if I have this one playing, I mute it now. I could use that maybe on quad. Let's make the sound a little bit shorter. And then as input, so I need to shut down this track, but as input, MIDI input, let's see what happens. Then I need to pick this MIDI output, and then, because I need not to. I don't hear anything in quad. Nope, I don't hear anything. Or am I doing something wrong? Quad, any input? Yeah. Routing. No. Keyboard. Oh. No. Okay. Oh no, I don't hear anything anymore. But quad is gone. Why is quad gone? Yeah. Most likely I'm doing something wrong here. I'm not sure. Routing. All MIDI input. Yeah, that works. And the MIDI keyboard, I need to have a hardware cable then, of course. Yeah, logic. Because the UC is the RME and also the other ones, which are physical MIDI outputs. So that makes sense that I don't hear them. So it's the Windows MIDI or this one. But why is it not playing from the Predator? It should be playing from Predator. So I have no clue. Maybe it's me. I need to ask John tomorrow. Tips in Ableton Live. So looking still here on a solution. Okay, suddenly the microphone is louder. Isn't that weird? Could be me. So maybe something with the connection is not good, because somebody mentioned, Rob, you're sounding as if you have a cold. 1 second. Yeah, the microphone is connected. I have no clue. Strange. So, not sure what is going on. Okay, so for what I understand, we should have that as an option in the control menu for Predator-3, this MIDI out, but I don't see it appearing. Maybe John did put it off because of some issues with some music hosts, but I need to check that tomorrow with John, of course. How, what could be the reason for this? Okay, so that's one thing. And Jos asked about a Sqeech, how to make a Sqeech in RAW 2, yeah, or in RAW. Good one. So we have, of course, in RAW 2, which is released all the original presets, and the infamous Agony is inside of it. And let's... So many ways where you can create this, of course. And yeah, what's the Sqeech? You can use noise modulation for it. I'm not sure if there are other ones. You could look in search by category. Riser. Oh, that's more. There are more risers, normal risers. So if I would make a Sqeech, but don't bind me on it, because of course I'm not always 100% sure if I'm creating then the right sound. And now my voice is again softer. What it's going? It could be the noise gate. 1 second. Test, 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 test. Ah, it's strange. Yeah. Not sure what is going on, guys, with my microphone. I have no clue. So if I would make a Sqeech, let's try to make a Sqeech. So this Agony is one, but I will make it differently. So I would go to the default preset, which is in the introduction bank. Let's start with a sinus waveform. Make it higher, so I go up. And then I would go to the mod matrix, and I use there as source noise. For instance, pink noise. Destination, oscillator 1, semi. You got this kind of thing. You also could maybe use pink noise, white noise. So now you hear already a bit of a scream. And then, of course, you need a pitch glide. So pitch I can do in the oscillator section. Take another waveform. Yeah, there is a little bit of Sqeech type of. And maybe by using a different filter type could be a bit more fine-tuned. Yeah, it's. I'm not sure if this is a good Sqeech. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, got some wave shaper, no distortion. Yeah, so I'm not sure if this is really a Sqeech you're looking for. Too much low end. Oi, 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 oi. Maybe a different filter type. So I'm playing around. So give me a drop in the chat room if I'm on track with a kind of phasers. Yeah, maybe. So the attempt is to make a screech. So I'm not sure if this one is one. So Pascal asked it for now it's more noise sweep now. So yeah, different filter type maybe. Or should it go down? Sounds more like an elephant, isn't it? Something like this, Pascal, I'm not sure. I also could add a LFO. I'm not sure, so maybe he's doing some weird things here. That doesn't help. Yeah, it's... Yeah, what is a screech? Is a scream, vocal scream, but yeah, they call it, because agony is a typical raw sound, which I even heard in Psytrance. So it's hard to get... Sorry. So a little bit... Not the distortion tube. Good one. So delay. So this one in this range, I would say it's a little bit of a... I save it simply because I think it's very hard for me to to get the feel about the sound. Sqeech is like screaming, but sometimes it looks like screaming, but maybe they search more in the distorted range. Save preset in folder. I would put it then in my own bank. If there is already one, I'm not sure. I put it in the default preset now. Sqeech attempt. Yeah. Not that good. Yeah, it's a hard sound, because especially if distortion is used, sometimes it's a lucky strike. So again, if you go to the introduction bank, this agony. Yeah, that's also what they call it. But I call it more like I don't hear a voice screaming, but maybe that's how they feel the sound. So that's very different again than what I did, isn't it? Oh. Very different. It's more like a kind of weird animal. Okay, but let's go to a question from Tom Aldrich. A good question. We talked about the punch and the stereo swap feature. That's an interesting one. So let's see if we can. Here's one. This is a sample. Let's make it a little bit louder, velocity down. Well, stereo swap, essentially, as you see, the panning is from the left. If I go to the panning here in the middle, goes from left to right. Its start point and the end point where it ends. And then the time it does. And it's only in milliseconds. 1.6 seconds. And you can do it also the other way around. And then you need to start on the left and go to the right. So let me go down with the sample. So that's the whole concept, stereo swap. Sometimes it starts moving, which is a weird bug. John cannot reproduce it. Sometimes I play a sound and it starts moving. Of course, it has most effect on long sounds. Or if you're doing one of the special models. So, let me see if I go to the manager. Here in the film score, there are some weird sounds. Let me see if I find some. So this is water. Or this one. This one uses a sample reverse, but you see, it goes left, right, but very minimal. So sometimes you see it moving around. I don't know why. Maybe I found the... That's weird. Now I know a sound which I can show to John why this... Maybe it has to do that the sample is playing backwards, so... Oh, weird. Okay. Let's edit this clap. When I make this clap very long, Oh, it's also sampled. No, this is a sampled waveform. Now let's take a user. Oh, here we go. So user, these are all kind of models, and I have long models. Okay, let's make it longer. All kind of, this is essentially a synthesizer, what you are playing with the models. Model 3L, L stands for long. You have a noise. You can make it tuned. Filter with a bandwidth, if it goes tuned. Well, we keep it normal noise. This is the noise envelope. So you can change here the volume decay, and it has a filter envelope with the drop. So if you have this sound, it's also modulated, you see, by a sinus waveform. We can do it also a triangle. This is how long it. And then you can use this feature, stereo swap. Simply start left, go to the right over a given time. Oh, cool. Yeah. So these are all kind of models. And you see, in these models, we have all kind of presets. So if you go to user and you pick here the model percussion, then you have all kind of presets, many. Okay. These are all synthesized. So let me make it a little bit louder. So say clave, a little clave type, clack, go bell. Cymbals. Additive. This is a cabasa, but it's not a real cabasa. This is really a synthesis. So that's cool. So many presets here, you see. Okay. All kind of using the models. Rattle. And you can make it go from left to right. That's the stereo swap. But of course on a stereo sample, a snare, so it's not, it's more for long sounds that it makes sense. So many features inside of it that makes Punch very deep. And of course, many of the presets will help. So for, I mean, if you hit the particular note, in this case, it's a G3 sharp, it plays the pattern, it plays here the audition. A lot of water. And if you see beats per minute, that means that there are beats per minute inside of it. By the way, my voice keeps on doing weird, isn't it? Sometimes it's loud, sometimes it's soft. I'm not sure what is causing it. I have a Dynamax compressor between my... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you see? It's somewhere in that particular thing which is not working correctly. Okay. So yeah, then you see here in the sequencer part, the pattern part, you see that we have particular notes. It starts with a C3 for the groove 1, groove 2 is a D3, and then audition is a combination where you can set here. So we have all kind of sequence type of options as well. And you can export this as a MIDI file in commands, export, but then also need to keep in mind that some of these sequence of features like the tuning of a sample, which you can have on a different, so if I go here to the bass drum, I can tune it here. That, of course, if you do a MIDI file export, it doesn't do these kind of things. Therefore, it's the sequences are interesting for doing some weird stuff. Let's see what is all playing. Not that much. Break. It's a slice which is working. The slice is note number A3. So that's the slice. It's a percussion slice. And then this loop is spread over to pad 11 until 23. So this is really yeah, I'm not sure what is going on with the microphone. Interfering. Yeah, I hear some back noise. That could be, well, also some leaking, USB leaking. I'm not sure. Maybe my Dynamax compressor has a service need. So what I do, I go to the mixer with the microphone and it goes into a Dynamax stereo compressor for adding some basic compressing. And then in the channel input, I use Voxenko, which does a very fast little vocal compression on it. So, but yeah, sometimes it pops out and so it does some weird things. It can happen. So anyhow, for the ones who own Punch 2, take your time with this machine, and there are many good tutorials inside the playlist of Punch 2 about the color setting, which you can select yourself or no colors, how slices work. And by the way, on a Mac computer, it's not possible anymore to load Rex files. That has to do with signing off software on Mac, and this software is too old. It's not signed off, so then, yeah, it causes problems in your Mac if software is not signed off. And so it's not the case that that many people load in Rex files, but yeah, for the Mac, sorry guys, it's not possible anymore. Mac is very bad on the subject of being backwards compatible. That's again a proof. Anyhow, so let's close this one because we have 3 demo songs and I want to play it. Oh, okay. Now, let's see what we have. Okay, so give me a second. We start today with Tom Aldrich. Tom is back. That's then a very nice groove. And it's called Cold Pop. So maybe Tom could mention what he's using. So we have 3 tracks today. And in the description box below YouTube, you can find the links to the songs if you want to hear them back again on SoundCloud. It was, and on Spotify. But the one from Tom Aldrich, he sent me as MP3, and we're gonna enjoy it now. And it has, again, a swing to it. So here it comes, the song Cold Pop Remix. A remix from an older song Tom Aldrich created. Thanks, Tom. Very, very cool. Yeah, nice. Power chord. Yeah, cool. Well, the next one will be, and this is called Soundscape of Power. Very nice synth sounds by Steven, which is in the chat room. And for the ones who love synth music, and it's pity that I miss in the chat room. No, he's not in the chat room, but he can well listen back to it. Gerd Bruins is not in the chat room. He would love this track because he loves synth music. And here it goes, the track from Steven, Soundscapes of Power. And he, oh yeah, maybe I should mention this. I made a new track, Soundscapes of Power. I used only instruments and effects from the Export 10 bundle. Cool. Twice Subwoofer Bass 2, 4 times Blue 3, 2 times Predator 3, 5 times Bit 2, 2 times Go to X, 1 times Albino 3 Legend, twice Vecto, a lot, boy, Quad, twice Raw 2, Punch 2, twice Synfax, Power chord, and for the effects, RP Delay, RP Verb 2, and Delsane. Wow, that's cool. Well, we are going to enjoy it. I enjoyed it already, so here we play it. Soundscapes of Power by Steven Bourdeaud'huy. I hope I did not butcher your surname, Steven. Isn't that cool? Thanks, Steven, for sharing. And I put the links in the description so you can go also yourself to this, to this SoundCloud it was, I believe. So then you can put a reaction also in his track, what you saw also while I was playing. Cool, guys. And we go out with a little bit difference. And I see that also in the chat room, this is a track with vocals, very relaxing. I think this one is very good to finish today's live stream. And it's done by Sascha. He's in the chat room. Sascha Lohmann'Thoughts, who was also on my gig when I played live in my own hometown some last year in October, which was fun. And he has more a song with vocals, very nice vocals, very relaxing song, Thoughts and Wishes. And I would say enjoy it. And then we go out, and thank you for watching, guys. And also Steven, Sascha, and of course Tom, thanks for sending in the music. It's always lovely that if we can hear the music, the plugins in the music into action. So here it comes, Thoughts and Wishes, and stay safe, guys. Till next week. I'm not sure if that's a good one. Sorry. Where is it? Thoughts and Wishes. That's the one. Sorry, guys. I was playing the wrong one. Here we go again. Oh, I'm sure I had that one. Is it me? Give me a second, guys. Okay, Sascha, is that the right one? Could be me, because I maybe memorized a different start. Thoughts and Wishes. Let me see if... Yeah, is that the one, Sascha? Thoughts and Wishes? Yeah, it should be. guys, I'm playing the wrong one. Not that this one is bad, but that's me because I'm not so familiar with SoundCloud. So Sascha says I have to play this one. Yeah, that's the one. This one is really lovely. See you next time, guys.
Looking back on the paths I chose, were they right? Only my heart knows. Did I respect the wisdom of age or turn the wrong line on the page? Did I show kindness where it was due, or let the moment slip from view? Were my actions pure, my heart sincere, or did I let them fade in fear? Thoughts and wishes haunting me tonight, echoes of the past in the pale moonlight. Did I show enough love, enough care? Thoughts and wishes linger in the air. Now I stand at the twilight's gate, reflecting on my life and fate. If I could rewrite, I'd change a few, but the future waits for what I'll do. In the silence of this quiet hour, I ponder life's unyielding power. The weight of choices, the paths I see, they're the shadow of what's left in me. Thoughts and wishes haunting me tonight, echoes